Hello everyone and welcome back to Wildermyth. As we left off last time, we had just recruited Sir Scooty over here, our blue-haired warrior. We have several characters ready to retire, and we have the final quest down here at the bottom. So, but before that quest, I think, because we had that side quest from Chaos. Child of Night, she found the note hidden in the stone, and she decided to investigate. So I think we're not in a rush. We have 75 days till the next incursion, which we can deal with. But I'm thinking, let's send Chaos here, do this quest, send the rest here to do some leveling up on these two spots, and then deal with the enemy once we figure out what Chaos is doing. Because we don't want to pull what we did last time and miss something important and then have the last fight be really hard. So I think that's probably going to be our task to start. So let's get people moving before, because I'm pretty sure when we click on this, it'll immediately start the quest. So let's send the young ones here. So let's get rid of the old guys. So we got all the young guys. We got Grayben, Kayala, Scooty, and then let's also send Samuel and Dirk. That's a good group, I believe. Because Phil 6 is older, Fen's older, Chaos is distracted on that, I believe. So we'll do that for here. Let's go. And then this one, we can send Bill, Sticks, and Fen. Two wizards scouting out on their own. They should be okay. And then we're going to pause here for just a second, and we're going to do this instead. Where is Chaos at? Chaos is here. Okay, so here we go. Alright, the Child of Night. Dim and cold, the summer surprise. A summer surprise. It's been a strange year, no doubt. Kayala discovered a strange rock buried in the lonesome island lake. I guess it was Kayala that discovered it, not Chaos. I forgot about that. It weighed less than a pickle pot, but in her thoughts it became a mountain. For secreted in wax among its contours, she discovered a note, a map with drawn instructions. Ram, you know more about these rocks than I do. Your hooves are wiser than my hands. Is there such a thing as this? And now she's talking to the sheep. Good job. Good job, Kayala. She's very obsessed about this note. I mean, what are the odds of the trap? I mean, we haven't been trapped hardly at all this campaign, right? Haven't come into any bad guys or any issues. We should be fine. So on an early summer morning, shadows of the land making it all the glimpses of another age, another world. On a morning like this one, going would be nice. Will she embark? She cannot go alone. Kayala, I'm the one who wanted to come along, right? So yes, she will embark, and she'll go with Chaos. How's that? Should be okay. So let's go there. There we go. Now everyone will spread out. We'll have our incursion pop up, which we'll deal with as it pops up. Watch, the incursion is going to pop up over here somewhere, and we're going to have to walk all the way across the world again to get to it. Child of Night completed. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'd stake my son's breakfast on it. Here's the place she meant. I've really done it, haven't I? This girl's liable to fall in love with me now. Such a nuisance. Okay, shaggy weird guy. A bright, cool day. Why do I feel compelled to hold you? Are my hands simply hungry for feeling? Or is it this, the texture, the ghost, a remnant of an ancient love? Should I worry about her? Yes. Yes, Chaos, you should worry about the new people. You can't trust them yet. Kayala tenderly tucks the rock inside some weatherproof sacking. She's obsessed with the rock. Maybe she likes rocks. Maybe. It's probably the one ring. She's probably going to need to be thrown into a lava pit at this point just to get rid of it. It's the end of the journey almost. Chaos feeds a frivolous fire. Chaos, careful on the fire. You'd like to get touched by the fire too much. Wonder if that's a man. If that man's coming back. Been a long piece of the morning now, hasn't it? Oh, creepy guy's creeping. Ah, wait, here it is. Here he is. Hey, get ready. Get ready? Yargbarg. Good job, guy. Oh, for that? So is this like an old lover, or is this a brother, or... Yep. I have returned. Yes, my vocabulary. I know, right? He's quite versed. He's giving off Sokka vibes at this point, though. At least he has returned. Wait, do we know this guy? Aw, come on. I didn't get you. Sorry. Kayala here happens to be a skilled hunter. I mean that the olden way. Better than most you'll find. Hard to creep up on. Get her to give you a lesson. I don't do lessons. No. Wow. But so one might say that you're as talented as your face is striking, eh? What a combination. Wow, this guy's smooth. You're as talented as your face is striking. That could go multiple ways there, dude. More to the point, how about that mountain spring? You left one direction and came back the other. Oh well, yes. It's where I remember it being. Of course it was. This guy seems suspicious. Let's lunch. Let me lie down a moment and I'll hike with you back up there. Shouldn't take longer than a couple hours. Young sturdy woman like you should have no trouble. Man, this guy is all full of compliments today. So after lingering for the late morning meal, the man, Verbrek, whose ranch is nearest the mountain, leads them up. Yeah, that rain will move the rocks around sometimes, but it's never not the slopes. I learned it's never not the slopes. That's fun. I learned my herbs on. Alright, Verbrek, let's see what you can lead us to. Chuckle of water, happy in its path, damp newly smells, and the spicy aroma of Cinderboom. All year round it sings its tune, just like this. Never frozen, never too warm or icy, just like this. Wasn't so bad a hike. Oops, now I see why you went round the other way. Been a holy place sometimes, when lots of holy places was a thing folks needed. Nowadays, we don't think that way, but it is neat. Fed from deep below, I guess I've heard. And it wasn't so good a hike either. I'm feeling fine. Poor Chaos, she's not built for hiking anymore. Its original name is one of those hefty to pronounce old words, but it's translated as Starfall Springs. Starfall Springs. Starfall Spring, huh? Like it, you should see it at night. Know why it's called that? Here we go. Get up there and you can scoot yourself down on your butt. Almost got to, it's so slippery. Wow, this guy's weird. I feel like he's gonna betray us. The rain-smooth rock is salted with dirt and gravel. Blush. The mountains continue higher where it can be heard battling the tireless winds. Great boulders guard the water. You can drink, it's ever fresh. Maybe all, but the name though, for some reason, captures my imagination. I think as for the name, just wait, it's from how it looks under the stars, like someone knocked a few of them down to glimmer in the water like beautiful things, like gemstones, I mean. Is that it? Whoop. Like I said, it feels like there's history between these two a little bit. So, but I do need to get back and check the ox isn't dead. Okay. Apparently the ox might be dead, so that's a good piece of story we definitely need. I'll come around in a week's time. I'll bring you supplies for you. Wait, we're gonna stay here a week? They say kindness from a stranger is the most precious flower you'll find roaming in the hills and dales. We'll remember you, Verbrek. If you do return, burn some drift moss. I saw some down there. Burn it at the foot of the mountain. That way, Chaos Ride can come carry some of the stuff. We'll look for smoke then. A week or 10 days make it. 10? Yes, but thank you for your outland gallantry, and well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't take so long, whatever you're doing, and come spend some time at the ranch. Sure, that could happen. Alright, watch me fall back down and break my, nope, here we go. Okay, this guy's gonna fall and die on the way back down. They're gonna be stranded up here. Not hard to feel the warmth in that man's gaze, is it? Don't know what you mean. I'm sure you don't. Is it possible I'm overthinking it, misreading him? That smile, though. Yeah, considering you frowned at him the entire time. That smile, though. Kayala studies her instructions once more as the pale light pinkens and passes from the sky. They'll take time, too, to prepare a camp. And as night blossoms... Hey, Chaos, come look. Ooh, maybe Kayala's gonna get water powers. In a second, I was prepping a torch. The light of the world is the torch. The light of the world is our torch tonight. So Chaos clambers up to gaze on something she'll remember for the rest of her life. When it becomes so glimmer-kissed is the only word I can think of to say. Or unword, really, but yeah. Unword, fine. No, yeah, it was a moment ago. I was anticipating getting my feet wet. I was counting my toes, you could say, and it turned back around, and it, understand now why it's inspired their awe and pride, the folks here. So far as, stars. As far as the whole stone bathing, this'll be the night. This'll be night one. Ooh, do you see the... Yep, they're so as if a huge hammer swinger shattered pearls against the great black slate. It's truly a numinous place. So it's night one. We are trying this? I'm embarrassed suddenly. I get it, but it was the whole thing, right? Yeah, so here. Reaches out. She lets the rock down in one palm until it floats and pulls her arm back. The water feels weird, warmer than air. A phantom sensation lasts on the skin even after Kayala withdraws her hand, like an invisible current churning. Yeah? Didn't feel that earlier. Oh, don't touch the water to trap. Anyway, we bathe this rock. We start to try and bathe it. Yeah. Yes, let's bathe the rock. And that's what they'll do. Good job, game. Oh, we got some swimmers. Pulling it under, pouring water over with their cupped hands, watching the water stream off the gleaming smooth surface. The buoyant stone fights submersion. They'll wind up taking shifts. Inevitable boredom and mounting exhaustion turn what first seemed a whimsical task into a muscle-chewing challenge. Apparently drowning a rock takes a lot of work. I don't know, we almost got in trouble right there. I'm glad there was strategic covering there because that could have been awkward. That's the only way to swim. I guess so, in a magic mountain lake with an old lady. Why not, right? And that's night one. Yeah, they look tired. Trying to drown a rock's busy work. Another night to another to another. Evening to midnight and to the black early hours. The sun peeks in like a puzzled friend each morning, pitying their cold bones in the cramped mountain crook. Sometimes, among mindless stretches of tasks, they feel peace. Sometimes the world's beauty beats on the hearted sense of even its worst worn and weariest waves on the rocky coast. Reduces the resistances. Reveals dark, fresh awe where studied sun-bleached impressions of things that seem so solid and permanent. It's day 12 on. Overcast at noon. That grinning man Verbrek returns. Figured you wouldn't see my smoke, so I just carried these things up myself. We who? They take the night off and eat and talk together, enjoying the meat, bread, and the wine he's brought. So I did rummage a little, asked the widow who now keeps the red orchard. And I pruned from her try that again, shall we? And I pruned from her a little sprig of lore I hadn't heard. That this pool was in fact made by a star that fell to earth long, long ago in the youth of sands and water. It's certainly in the name. I don't... Oh? Uh-oh, sudden realization is sudden. Wait, you mean because it's Starfall Spring, you think that could that be what it means? Wow. I think Kayala's face sums up how everyone would react to that sudden realization. The following morning, he's up before both of them. Is it your habit to start fires and melts like a memory into the dawn's gold glow? Huh? Oh. I'm teasing. Well, okay, well, listen, I should probably clear something up. No, I'll go first. I have to apologize to you. I probably made you think. And Verbreck, ranch owner and unfailing windy heart, gives grim accounting of his casually on-leading ways. And the beloved wife he has at home, who is not at all deceased, as he may have implied in the first meeting Kayala in Chaos. Anyone else just picturing a Brother Bear and poor Edgar's dead and you just hear him off the distance, stop telling everyone I'm dead. That's very much what's happening right here. He wanted to help the pretty ladies that came looking for the weird spring, and now he's repenting. He stoops as he trudges down the mountains, heavy still with the weight of his confession. Poor Kayala. Yeah. Sometimes I can still hear his voice. I know, right? What? Oh, Chaos having a good time of this. They'll return to the rhythm of their labors. Poor girl. Why were you born this way, Verbrecht, you scoundrel, you heartbreaker? Oh boy. Several nights pass. They continue taking their turns, bathing with the rock and drying by the fire. So it doesn't feel like this needed both of us. I kind of prefer it wasn't, even if it'd take longer. Hey. Huh? Uh-oh. The rock's cracking. Whoop. What is that? What'd you... Oops, what? The little rock beast pedals and hauls itself ashore. Oh, do we have a star beast? Suddenly, like it woke up from its mineral dream. I think it wants us to follow her. Waggle. Yep, it definitely wants us to follow. I should go? Feels beyond question, right? Follow it, you mean. Chaos, you probably should put on some clothes before you follow the little demon rock star thing. Pet crew. I know, everyone has pets now. Give me a moment. I'll dress, I'll douse the coals, I'll grab what we need, I'll catch up to you. Already, Kayala has to hurry, leaping down the night boulders. Look at its eyes, you can see like little constellations in its eyes. It's kind of a cool looking little design. On a pathless scramble to who knows where. Oh, apparently we're following the wandering stone now. Okay, let's go. So these guys are opening, securing. Calamity, or incursion time. What we got here? Incursion's there. Of course it's there. So is that the only one? Let's see. Yep, just the one. So let's send all of our young people there to take on this. Graben, Samuel, Dirk, Scooty, and Fiddlesticks. Let's go. There we go. When dreams were young. You know I can't go forever. It's kind of a cute looking little alien thing, isn't it? Oof, feet fumbling, light failing. By tonight, it will be 2 full days they've been walking. Wow, 2 days they've been following this little thing. There was a trail scribe, Igna Toro. Every pace beyond my limit I call penance. I take from each step a cleansing pleasure. But Rockle? Snap. What happened? It appears the little lady listens. Huh. Rockle probably just opened back up, don't you think? On her own? Wish I had some faith in an answer. I'd tell it to you if I... Wish I had some faith in an answer. I'd tell it to you. And tell you not to worry. Huh. Well, it's just one of us could have bottled up some of that spring water. I honestly could have at some point, but... Yeah, you know, I wish you'd suggested that thing a while we were there, Kayala. I wasn't saying... Fatigue and frayed nerves soon drive them to silence, then to sleep. Oh, and they're asleep with the little rock thing. Rockle. Sprack. But dawn glows on a dew-shining crest of an alert stone head. Waggle. What? There they go? All's well, but... Oh, elongated owl. Get another pet for you. Out to stay this time and pack up, I think. I want to be fair, and that feels fair, right? If you prefer to go on ahead? Sure. Alright, that's appreciated. They trek over the scrubby feet of the mountains onto sheets of yellow-gray fieldland. The threadbare fields are clutched up into the knees of the thinning hills. On these windy, hollowed hills, Kayala and Chaos trace the path of their unflagging, small-striding guide. This is good bonding for them, considering. How many nights is this? 6? That's too low. Since the pool, I think it's 9, or 7, or 8. Could be 12. Yeah. Seems to take comfort in its closeness to other stones. Maybe just finding a sturdy spot so as not to roll away? This is an interesting quest. This is taking a while too. The long, slow chase ends the following morning. They are hidden from the cloudy sky by musky woods. The rockling stops. How long has it been? Just a few moments. What's it showing us? I don't know, I keep waiting for unreality veers close to being they see. A hanging image, a light swarm, a memory. A specter of a home that bitterly had stood well before the towns they knew, well before the woods. It was a fearful place for the girl who lived there, a place she couldn't leave. For though she was born a blissful Emberfawn girl, she became something else instead. She became a girl chased by wildfire, a girl tangled, chewed by flames. But the glowing jaws clenched around her knees. Her parents pried them free. Brought her back over the hills to the house, and here left her living in the care of spring. Spring entrusted her to summer. Summer hid her fragrant shade for fall to find. Grandmother Winter visited with rain to cool her painful feet, and none of them once allowed the girl to starve. This is an interesting story. 3 years that wound together like roots, wild-fed and weather-blessed. Nights when the inside of the house was darkest, she was happiest. She'd wait for the twilight up on Clovertop Hill, scowling down moonrise but welcoming stars. And one such night, she saw a powerful thing. Shooting star? Oh, a falling star. To the mountains she followed, where she'd seen the thing plummet. 20 days on young brittle legs. To the rim of a crater which was brimming with star melts. And a drifting there stone. Opened up before her eyes. The orphan girl Denandra met little Ogagan that day. Ogagan out of darkness. Ogagan, whose mother the night must have adopted this girl. Thereafter they were sisters on an every path adventure, lucky and free, looked on by unnumbered family. Did the mystic flame flare on this girl's scarred heart, bringing the stone alive, or was it the stone that instilled in her its celestial power? The answer never mattered to either of them. The orphan Denandra Gritvale became Denandra the Starkin child, a shyly sad and wise-eyed rambler, a solver of troubles, a crafter of miracles. And to her dear ones, always a guardian. Until the final night, when she left this world alone. She was a young woman who never left home. Interesting, that's full on like fairy tale level right there. Ogagan. You know these woods? I think these woods are strange. They are a little strange in their way, this Earth's woods. It is said somewhere that trees learn to gather in thousands, close and tall, in order to hide what they're up to from the eyes of fearing people. Here I had the feeling more than any forest else. Yeah? Yeah, there's this image to me, of roots, the tree roots going down deeper than the ground. And they come out the other side and are trees there too, but yeah, you get kind of a sense too. The woods once were wroth, marched this little land like a glittering army of yore. Talk, talk, talk. Talk, talk. Wants us to go. She wants us to. You want to linger here among the remembering leaves? Me? I don't know, leaving the fire wizard with a flaming arm to wander among the old forest might be a bad idea. Think sometimes about the flute carvers of old Cure. Fruit carvers. They made wonderful flutes. They made one flute. They made the same flute again and again. It was called, in Cure, the obstinate profession. I've often wondered why. And still wonder. I would love a chance to go back and ask them. Seems like a random tangent from nowhere. What about you now? You know what you wanted us to know, I think, was that the whole thing, your story about your, would you call her your big sister? The truth appears to us in a form interpreted, always a translation of fact to language by the nature of such thing. And yet seeing the past that way feels close to a real truth. You're welcome to keep wandering along in our story, your story, with us. Yes, adopt the little star golem. I don't know if... Why? She's welcome to travel with us, is all I'm saying. I mean, isn't she? Roads are shorter when there's two to walk them. No, their astral guide makes her own path from then on. Alright. Oop, I got an advancement apparently. It might be that the celestial traveler remembers a voice in her sleep. A woman's warm voice, her arms after so long listening to the cold of the lake. The calm flowing sound of her caring. And even times she spoke with heart, knowing her voice struck something that was likely as earless, mindless as a pathstone. It might be that Ogagan remembers all that, or maybe not. Perhaps Kayala will one day ask. Nice. Or I suppose it's also possible this was always the plan. Denandra, that ancient mystic, she left her friend behind. Yes, to be woken and to live again, but also to find another person to walk next to. That's a cool little story. I remember you offering us a roof sometime. Oh, there's the weird guy again. And his wife in the background who's not dead. I still think the likeliest explanation of all is that she can't help herself. She just likes you. Wobble wobble. Go tell her he lied. I know, right? Your husband led us on and led us into the mountains alone. Dawn over the house will shimmer, no different than it did the day they set out, but all three of them return changed. The journeys taken, the wonders witnessed and wrought. Carve new wrinkles in the face and heart. Get 5 different pets across all campaigns. Look at us go. Alright. Well, that's enough lovey-dovey stuff. Let's go get in a fight, yeah?